Ugh, my head. 2 concussions in one day. Anyways. Hey everyone, we're back with yet another episode of our Let's Play of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Last time, we went through the entire tutorial, which takes far too long and is very boring. Seems things have gotten a bit interesting now, haven't they? Well, unfortunately for poor Link here, well, we seem to have been imprisoned after the village kids, after Colin and the girl got taken somewhere, and the girl got shot with an arrow, which is lovely. We actually timed out. You're supposed to run around and realize you're chained. We took too long going through the explanation. Who are you? I don't have a voice prepared for you. Found you! Oh, aren't you scary? Are you sure you want to be doing that? Snarling and glaring at me? Well, that's too bad. I realize now what's causing the lag. You can't see this, but on my PC, I have a wallpaper that changes every 10 minutes. And every time it does, that's what's causing all this lag. So I'll have to turn that off for next time. I was planning on helping you, if you were nice. Sit. That's much better. You humans are obedient to a fault, aren't you? But you aren't a human anymore, are you? You're a beast. There. Now be a good boy and calm down. No need to bite. Majak! I have a hair stuck in my throat. You look kind of surprised. So I bet you're wondering where we are exactly. Well, I'll make you a deal. If you can get over here, maybe I'll tell you. to move over so that I can keep an eye on the recording. Yeah, so now we are free. And we can chase our tail. Another thing we can do is we can break this box. And then we can dig our way out. Which is great. It's a lovely thing. Cutscene. Yeah, there is no shovel in this game. A lot of old mechanics have returned into... This is the first time a lot of the old mechanics have appeared in 3D Zelda. I guess you're not completely stupid after all. Listen, I like you, so I think I'll get you out of here. But in exchange for my help, you have to do exactly as I say. If you need anything from me, just press Z to give me a sign. So are we clear? Good. Now come on, get moving. We're not a horse. I used to get yelled at for doing this. So yes, as she says, if you press Z... Right, that's the way. If you ever need help, just press Z to call me. As long as you're a good boy, I'll be happy to lend a hand. She says that. Huh? What's that? Try pressing L. After that, well, you'll figure it out. Yes, you can jump up and bite it. Okay, now that we're over here, and we've transitioned areas, we're going to press Z again. Because I want to make one thing very clear. Midna is not like your companion in Skyward Sword, or like Navi in Ocarina of Time. I'll have to wait for this. Want to see something interesting? You're a beast, remember? Press X to hone your senses and poke around. So now, before we do that, the water's dropped. Oh well. I can't remember which way we were supposed to go. Hey, why don't you do a little looking yourself, you lazy wolf? Yeah, she's very sassy. Can't run any farther. That's far enough, right? I'll be safe here, I think. What was that noise? Don't anything come near me. Yeah, I believe if I actually talk to her while we're up here... That was a soldier spirit. Maybe it's someone from the other world. There are lots of other spirits roaming around here, you know. Own your senses. No, if you do this, if you talk to her before you jump down, she says that it stinks, and that's the only help she gives you. Which, you are in the sewers, so... I doubt you're used to... This is a very strange close-up. I doubt you're used to your new body yet, so I'll just tell you. Think about how you fought enemies in your human form. Just because your shape has changed doesn't mean your instincts have as well. This is true. The controls for the wolf are exactly the same. You can jump attack. In fact, let's find an enemy. You can jump attack. And you can regular attack. And you can spin attack. So not much has changed. One other thing, if you look at your senses, it's on here. In one of these, if you use your senses, you'll be treated by a nice surprise. But I actually have to find which one that is. I think it's this one. It's one of them. Yes, it is this one. So you can see digging spots that are hidden. And you can dig. And they give you money. If you're wondering why my money is a little off from what it previously was, there is a good reason for that. I had to redo the last little bit of the game because I forgot to save like an idiot. I believe skulls will only ever have hearts. They will not have money. Sometimes they will have nothing. Now you'll notice all these enemies that are still in the water. Yeah, it's not fun killing them. What are those black things? Where are they coming from? And how do we get out of here? Up your ass and to the left. Well, that's too bad, because we're not going that way, Midna. Not yet. We're going this way, because I want what's in that box. Oh yeah, don't get stuck in the water. Because they can attack you. You can't. I should mention, if you are attacking and you fall in the water, you will continue to attack until you need to float. So if something's in the water, you can still kill it. You just can't attack while you're in the water. Think sort of like what happens to a bullet. A bullet will be fine if it's fired from within the water. But if you hit the surface of the water, it doesn't work. So actually, no, the opposite. Disregard that. I'm an idiot. Where the hell? It's over here. That's not it. Oh, we got both of them. And they both dropped money. You want at least 100 rupees for a thing that's coming up. It's not going to be for a while, so don't stress too much. Come on. Come on! Here we go. Jump up. What do you have to say? What are those black monsters? I've never seen anything like them. Oh, what? You mean those black monsters? And now the water's back down, which means any of... What is that rupee doing? Not quite sure. So now the water's back down, you can't go back to the area before because of those spikes. But what you can do is you can go under here. You can go under here if you press the right button. There we go. I believe in here there's actually quite a bit of money. Don't quote me on that. We're about to find out if I'm right or not. Heart. Is my screensaver changing again? I need to turn that off next time I record. Problem is I have two monitors and they're desynced, so they don't change at the same time. Please, I am but a lowly soldier. Please, someone save me from these evil creatures. Aw, did the detour tire you out, little wolf? By the way, are you using your senses? Are you using X-Down on your senses like you should? We are. Looks like there are spirits in here. They're all soldiers. Where in the world could we be? You want out of here? Right, okay, we're off. There was an enemy here. Way to go. What is that noise? It's them. You might think, just jump. No. Jumping doesn't work all the time. Now, I like to think that the wolf transformation in this game was what inspired for the stamina wheel in later Zeldas. Because not only are you faster, but you can do this. Lock on, jump, jump. You can jump great distances. You basically just want to hold the lock on and then just keep tapping A. There are times where they will ask you to time that, but we're not there yet, so we should be fine. What is that line? I don't know. There's like a line over there. I think that's some sort of glitch. We're not sure. There is no balancing on the rope. It's just slow. You have bats. I don't know what these bats are called, but they are not keys. Well, they might be Twilight keys. Need to get the compendium out. Start reading. Okay. You walk up here. So, you know where we are yet? Well, if you go to the top, you might figure it out. Now, you all probably know where we are, especially if you've played any Zelda game before. Link doesn't. Link does not know where we are. We'll get to why later. It's also the fact that this music is very different. For anyone who can't tell where we are, this music is very different than it usually is for this area. But that's because we're in Twilight. All Twilight zones, I believe, have the same music. Which is a little boring, but you don't deal with them. You only deal with them for like half the game. So we were finally able to get out. And look at the sky. Isn't the black cloud of Twilight looking beautiful today? You do know where this is. You still don't know? Look, there's someone I want to introduce you, but I'll need you to go to that tower to do it. This is where I first died. The first time I ever played this game. Was right here. Speaking of which, she is correct. The clouds of Twilight are beautiful. Twilight is basically just going to... Twilight areas are just going to constantly look like they're in sunset. It's kind of the whole point. Oh, good, it's one of these. You hear that horn? We'll get to what that is later. You're gonna love it. So there are even spirits up here, huh? This whole spirit thing is pretty new to you, isn't it? Even though these guys can see those monsters, they don't know a thing about you. If you think I'm lying, why don't you check it out? Use X to hone your fine senses. Yes, they really want to nail it in your head that you have to use senses. Senses are important in this game. What are those monstrous birds? What in the world is happening here? Our poor Hyrule Castle. So that's where we are. I'm sure all of you knew. It wasn't the person I wanted you to meet, by the way. Well, let's just try to get to the tower. Oh yeah, be careful. Hyrule Castle has in fact seen better days. Oh yeah, you see that thing right there? That's where that honk noise came from. Hello. I do recommend taking these out any chance you get, because if you don't, they are fucking annoying. I hate them so much. Can you tell? Come on, get up. We somehow hit him. 2 hits is all it takes to kill him. Look, just a little further. Don't go down the roof. Don't go down the roof. What is going on? It's really hard to get back on the roof if you fall off the roof, because it's wet. Case in point, I guess. being texted. Sorry about that. See, this is why you don't fall off the roof. It's annoying, especially when you're being attacked by those things. That's how I died the first time, was continually falling off the roof and having to deal with those guys. Time your jumps well and you won't have a problem. Or just jump down, kill them, then climb back up. Either one will work. Who are you? Midna. You remember my name. What an honor for me. So this is the one whom you were searching. He's not exactly what I had in mind, but I guess he'll do. You were imprisoned? I am sorry. Poor thing, he has no idea where this is or what's happening. We do know where it is. So don't you think you should explain to him what you've managed to do? You owe him that much. Twilight Princess. Listen carefully. This was once the land where the power of the gods was set to slumber. This was once the kingdom of Hyrule. But that blessed kingdom has been transformed by the king that rules the Twilight. It has been turned into a world of shadows, ruled by creatures who shun the light. There it is. There's the music. Oh, I just sweeped. Get used to that noise.
It is time for you to choose. Surrender or die. Oh yes, a question for all the land and people of Hyrule. Life or death?
Who that? Can't wait to see how that came out in the recording. We're gonna hope it's understandable. Twilight covered Hyrule like a shroud, and without light, the people became as spirits. Why are you still human? No. Within the twilight they live on, unaware that they have passed into spirit forms. All the people know now is fear, fear of a nameless evil. The kingdom succumbed to Twilight, but I remain its princess. God, I love that song. I am Zelda. You don't have to look so sad. I actually find it to be quite livable. I mean, it's perpetual twilight really all that bad? Midna, this is no time for levity. The shadow beasts have been searching far and wide for you. Why is this? Why indeed, you tell me. Time has grown sharp. Time has grown short. The guards will soon make his round. You must leave here, quickly. And leave we shall. Because it's dark. I'm always worried when I use the voice changer that I forgot to turn it off. Not that way. The guard's coming. Boy, he's prompt. Same way we came in. Same way we came in. Well, do you understand where we are now? I guess a promise is a promise, so I'll let you go back to where you first tumbled into Twilight. But are you really sure you should be going back? Are you sure you aren't forgetting something important? For those of you who get scared easily, forgot that was on a timer. Do you want to save them? Well, in that case, stop talking as them. Well, in that case, little Midna would be happy to help you. Here's my question. Are they full-sized Illa and Colin? Or are they in fact Midna-sized? But, well, you'd have to be my servant. And like a servant, you'd have to do exactly as I say. Why don't you go back, take a little time, and give it some thought? Bow down, bow down, 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 down. Oh, the spring. Oh, that's right, I forgot to mention one thing. Though you may have left the darkened realm, you haven't transformed back to your former self. And you won't anytime soon. Now why could that be? See you later. You need this one. Well, it's getting close to sunset. That's neat. We've only got a few minutes left before this ends, but I think we can fit the last thing in. So, what next? Did you think I disappeared? Listen, there's another thing I forgot to tell you. Don't think you can just run off and save your friends, because you can't. Just beyond that bridge, the land is covered in twilight. Last time, a shadow beast pulled you through the curtain of twilight. But if you want to go through that way, you'll need the cooperation of someone from the twilight, like me. So you really have no choice but to do what I say. Saving your friends and all that, well, that'll depend on your actions. Because you never can trust words you know. Right now, I want a sword and a shield that'll suit me. You do understand me, don't you? So what do you plan to do while you're here dawdling? The twilight continues to expand. Come on, hurry it up. Do we get him now, or does he talk to us? He doesn't talk to us. We'll do a bit of a longer episode. I think that'll be okay. I do have to cut a little bit out of from the beginning anyways. Ordon Village. This shouldn't take long anyways. Get away from my house! My house. Not your house. Wait! Thank you for taking care of those bad guys. They made both the village and the forest a mess. They kidnapped the village children. But I know you're not one of them. I can tell it because you smell like the trees of Ordon. If you run into any trouble, try talking to the animals. We animals understand each other. Oh dear. So you'll be alright. Squirrel. That's right, we need to get a sword and a shield. And unfortunately, everyone's really depressed, including him. Oh, how did it come to this? The children, please say nothing's happened. Please forgive your good-for-nothing father. Yeah, so no, he won't hear you yet. And because of that, I believe you also can't... Yeah, you can't jump up yet. What happens if you knock into the side? Nothing. Can we pick up a pumpkin? Oh, about the shield. Hey, not so loud. So that shield is still in your house, right? Well, yeah, it should be in our storage loft. Good, go grab it, quick as you can. Russell got wounded pretty bad, so we can't go search for the kids. I'll take over for him. But Russell had a sword, Mayor, and he still got hurt. If you're unarmed, you're done for. I'll be fine. The sword we were going to present to the royal family should still be at Russell's house. Oh yeah? Alright, I understand, Mayor. I'll hurry up and get that shield. You just wait here. Hello. No good, run! You heard, huh? Ugh, look at that open window. This village is full of idiots. In my defense, I can't close the window. Says we should run up there. Yeah, you'll notice that he's moved. There's a reason why. If you walk over here... Remember when he said it was a good idea to use the hawk? When we used it on the beehive? Yeah, he remembered that. Yes, cat, I know what to do. This cat will tell you what to do. Were you attacked by that hawk? You're no match for him. I'm sorry, that person calling the hawk is my master's husband. You could sneak up from behind and scare him, meow. And that we shall do. Boo. Whoa! One other thing you can do is howling. This is our first introduction. If anyone knows what this song is, be sure to tell me. That'll call the hawk. And... so you're Link, right? Sorry about giving you so much trouble before. I'm not proud of it, but it's in my genes to obey anyone who blows a reed. How sad. Your voice, it sounds just like a reed. That's why I flew down. I'll tell you what, next time call me like that when you need something. Who knows, I might be able to help you out. Yes, so you can do that. And now we can go down here, jump from there, and open window. You might be wondering how the heck do you get that down? Well, quite simple. Like everything else in the world, bang on the wall enough and it'll fall. It looks kinda cheap. Alright then, next is a sword. Hurry up and get one. So if you try to get the sword first, it's not there. Just to let you know. Get the shield first, then the sword. If you try to go for the sword first, the sword's not there. What was that sound? The children could not have returned, could they? I must go out and search one last time. You get inside the house. I have placed the sword that was to be our gift to Hyrule on the couch. If the mayor comes for it, please give it to him. But darling, your injuries. Yeah, don't try not to scare either of them. I know you might think it's funny, but it's not. One of them's injured, the other's pregnant. You're just being a jerk. I'm kidding. Do what you want. It's your game. It's a video game. Yeah, so no, if you try to walk up to him, he gets... Hello. He gets upset, as anyone would, because his son was taken. However, you'll notice this little divot in the ground, and if we dig here, we end up in their house, because for some reason, they have a dirt floor on this one section. You got the Orden sword. This is a sword crafted by Russell, the best swordsman in Orden. As a tribute to the royal family. Swordman of Orden. Slant rhyme right there. Alright, no more detours. I'm gonna take you back into the Twilight. Go back to the woods where you first transformed into that shape. And the controller's broken. There we go. Hi. Let's go before Russell sees us. Oh, what does this guy say? Well, town rascals used to play around here a lot, so there's lots of stuff buried nearby. If you use water to dig, you may uncover something. That is true. There's actually a ton of stuff here. For instance, a green rupee. They did say they didn't get much of an allowance. Let's actually look real quick. Nope, no other. We're almost to the amount of rupees we need. Rupees. And I'm sure there's probably something buried over here. And a heart, which we need. Yes, you can't actually break anything. After all, you don't have a sword. You're just a dog. Okay, we're almost to get to a good stopping point. Get out of my house. Alright. You could also find stuff under rocks. You cannot pick up rocks as a wolf, but you can wait. Come to my spring. You have been transformed by the power of shadow. Come to me. Jerk! Beware a shadow being. It approaches. Every time. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Link used bite. Pretty easy to take them down, huh? It is. Everyone at the disco. Disco goat. Disco goat. In all seriousness, this looks really cool. Oh, brave youth. I am one of 4 light spirits that protect Hyrule at the behest of the gods. I am Ordana. The black beast you slayed was a shadow being. It had come to seize the power of light I wield. My brethren in Hyrule have already had their light stolen by these fell beasts. The entire kingdom has been reduced to a netherworld ruled by the cursed powers of darkness. The Blight will not stop with Hyrule. Before long, the entire world of light will fall into the hands of the king who rules Twilight. Tick rates up. To save this land from the king of Twilight, the lost light must be recovered. The 3 light spirits who have lost their light must be revived. There is but one who can revive them and redeem this land. You still have not discovered your true power. Those transformed by Twilight usually cannot recover their original forms. Unless if you were to return to Faron Woods, where you were first transformed. If you were to revive the Light Spirit. There, by the power of the Light Spirit, you may find the means to regain your other state of being. Bye, Disgoat. He's a Disgoat. Well, thank you for tuning in to this episode. I'm Commander Jack, signing off. Next time, we'll be doing exactly what he says and going to go find the other Light Spirit. Have a good day.